Alright, so I wanted to make this video in response to Maxwell Baer's video, his Grabamir, Andre Ward, Floyd Money Mayweather, and Veteran Tactics video. Basically, it's a video questioning dirty tactics in boxing, why one boxer can get condemned for using dirty tactics in a fight, and why another boxer won't get condemned regardless if they are a dirtier boxer or not. First, Maxwell, I just want to say, man, I'm a big fan of the channel. You tell it how it is, man. I admire that. You, Thunderdome, Precise, you guys are very vocal. You're not afraid to talk about the dark side of boxing, which, I admire that because you guys don't hold back. So props to you guys, man. But I don't want to get too deep into what you were talking about because, trust me, I got some opinions of my own. But one thing I wanted to touch down on more than anything is, basically why fans will basically shit on a fighter for using dirty tactics while, probably their favorite fighter, they'll look past all the dirty tactics in the world. I know Vladimir Klitschko and the Alexander Povetkin fight, that was just, I didn't enjoy that fight at all. There was so much clinching and it just wore Alexander Povetkin down so bad to the point where he couldn't even, anytime Vlad leaned on him, he was hitting the canvas. So yeah, it wasn't a good performance. But in my opinion, dude, it doesn't differ from any fighter using dirty tactics. But one thing that I can say, man, is that eventually at some point, every fighter uses some sort of a dirty tactic. I wouldn't say uses, but everybody commits a foul, which is completely understandable. It is boxing. There is no perfect boxer out there, so I'm sure you understand that as well. You strike me as a very intelligent guy, man, so I'm pretty sure there's nothing on this video that I'm gonna say that you don't already know. I noticed with, the Andre Ward, Floyd Mayweather fans, yeah, I'll admit too, Andre Ward, in my opinion, is one of the dirtiest boxers that I've ever seen. Not so much that he just somehow gets into dirty fights. I don't know, man. Me personally, I'm not a huge Andre Ward fan. I won't go on record talking mad shit about him or anything, but and if anything, I just kind of tend to ignore him. Floyd, I am a fan of Floyd. I'll admit that. I do like his boxing. Now the lacing and shoving the palm in the face, like when Chino Maidana bit him, that's pretty shitty. The Victor Ortiz situation, even though it was legal, that's just unethical, I guess would be the word that I would say. You do what you gotta do, right? The reason why I feel like people shit on other fighters for fighting dirty is because, like in one of my videos, I almost said it. I almost said Flomo in my video, but I try to stay away from saying shit like that, man. So instead I use the word passionate Floyd Mayweather fans, just like I would use the word like passionate Andre Ward fans, or passionate Vladimir Klitschko fans, or fucking passionate Orlando Salido fans, who I've never met a passionate Orlando Salido fan. He's dirty as shit too. Like in the Lomachenko fight, that was one of the only times I've ever seen like HBO like nonstop. Every time Lomachenko and Salido are mentioned in the same conversation, those low blows, they hammer Salido for it. And personally, I think it's all in Lomachenko's defense, which, yeah, I'm kind of on that side too. I thought the low blowing was really fucked up in that fight. I don't know what the hell Lawrence Cole was or wasn't looking at, but nevertheless, he got away with a lot of that shit. I don't even think he got a point deducted, and I think Lawrence Cole was more focused on Lomachenko's holding in that fight. But when you got a guy banging you to the balls, I guess you got really no choice, huh? So, but kind of speaking on Lomachenko, man, he's probably my favorite fighter to watch. He uses I don't know if I know he uses a lot of tactics that can be interpreted as illegal, but I've seen him, do a couple of times hold an opponent's head down and then, throw punches, or, like Rocky Martinez. I know he was leaning on him, made Rocky fall. I know he leaned on Nicholas Walters and made him stumble to the ground. Maybe it wasn't his intention. Who knows? But there you go. See, I could defend Lomachenko, but blatantly, point out other fighters' shortcomings when it comes to dirty tactics. But really, man, I mean, favoritism, you already know, man, plays a huge role in boxing when it comes to the fans. Of course. Of course, people are gonna shit on Vladimir, or what do you call him, Grabomir Klitschko. I think that's pretty clever. But yeah, man, it's a favoritism thing. Andre Ward, like I said, I think he's the dirtiest fighter that I've ever seen in boxing, period. Maybe next to Salido, but Andre Ward is like a combination of everything dirty. And you're right. People are probably gonna hate me for saying it, but yeah, his game plan usually does revolve around fighting dirty. I don't see where they get the whole master boxer thing from. The jab and clinch, lead with the head, hit you low in the clinch, like the Sakio Bika when he was throwing like fucking blatant elbows. I'm not a huge fan of Andre Ward, man. I've never really enjoyed his fights. I don't got anything against Andre Ward personally. I don't have no hatred for him. I just don't talk about him, like, ever. I didn't make any Kovalev Ward videos. I had my channel by then. I was going to, but I didn't. I don't like talking about Andre Ward. I just choose to pretend like he's not there. I don't like watching. I like watching his fights, I guess, just to kind of stay in the loop, but I don't really get any enjoyment. And like I said, I am a fan of Floyd Mayweather, but there are things that he does that I don't like either. I think he played it overly cautious in the latter portion of his career, for my liking. I mean, when he was fighting like back in the day, and I used to really like watching Floyd fight. I still think he is a very skilled boxer, man. Don't get me wrong. That's one thing that I can't take away from him. I don't think his game plan revolves around dirty tactics, but he does use dirty tactics. Orlando Salido, he's another one of those guys, man, and he jumps in there. Well, you already know this stuff, so I'm not gonna keep going and pointing out these people's tactics. But yeah, dude, to me it just revolves around favoritism, man. It's so easy to talk shit about a fighter that you don't like and then admit to the fighter that you love's, shortcomings or flaws. That's just the way it is. Like I said about HBO, they'll probably go out and point out every low blow that Salido landed on Lomachenko, but they will never point out Andre Ward's shortcomings when it comes to, or his dirty tactics, man. It's business as usual, man. I mean, it's shitty to say, but that's just the way it is. And I don't like calling them veteran tactics either. Dirty boxing is dirty boxing. It's a part of the sport, and I'm pretty sure it's been a part of the sport for as long as I can remember. These guys are human beings, man. They're gonna do whatever it takes to win, or do whatever it takes to at least hurt the other guy. You know what I mean? They're human beings. You could probably argue, if you can't control your emotions in a fight, then you probably shouldn't be boxing. Well, they're human. So, I mean, I used to box from my childhood into my teen years. So, and I'll admit, when things aren't going your way in the ring, it does get pretty frustrating. So, I could see where some fighters come from when it comes to that. But, nah, man, I mean, I think what needs to change is, we got the Marcus Queensberry rules for a reason. I think if fighters are just getting away with the shit, then they're gonna keep doing it. But unless the refs and all the officials, man, they want to really crack down on this issue, then maybe we could see some change. But you take out dirty boxing and from fighting, man, and then there's no controversy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, like, in the Eastern Europe, man, they're the cleanest. Well, I don't know. I don't know like a ton of them, but I watch a lot of their fights, a lot of their cards when they come up, and they keep it pretty clean. The judges seem pretty fair. The ref is really strict, which I think is a good thing. But you know, in the American boxing market, man, you know, they're not looking for clean. They're looking for entertainment any way they can get it. I'm sure they love Andre Ward when he does, you know, use dirty tactics, because it stirs up so much controversy, and controversy equals money in boxing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it could turn off a lot of fans, but the motherfuckers who decide to stick around, they're gonna love that shit. Whether they hate the fact that it happened, it just keeps people interested. But I'm not trying to justify it, man. To me, it's just the way that it is. That's why I just choose to ignore some of those fighters like Andre Ward. You won't. This is the only video you'll probably ever see me make of him. That includes him. Maybe I'll name drop him or something, but you know, this would be the only video where I go on record stating how I feel about Andre Ward. So, but yeah, man. I do like that you and Thunderdome and Precise Presenter, you guys are like 3 of my favorite channels. You know, I don't always agree with what you guys say, you know, and I'll keep it real with you, but I do admire that you guys speak your mind, and you guys are willing to go, you know, you guys are willing to go out there and say what you feel or what you think is right. And you know, and I agree to a lot of it. You already know that you're gonna get shitted on by fucking countless of people in the YTBC, but you guys keep going, man. So I really admire that, man. But like I said, dude, you strike me as an intelligent guy, so everything that I've probably already said on this video, you know, I'm sure you already know that. I might be the only one who responded to you, I don't know yet. Maybe some of those other channels that either you got some issues with, or some channels that you like, they've probably already made videos for it. I don't know, I haven't really been searching around, but it's a good topic to bring up, man. It is something that is a good thing to at least make it known to even the more casual boxing fans who don't really give a shit about dirty tactics. It's good to at least erase their ignorance, you know what I'm saying? Their non-understanding of what dirty tactics really are. So yeah, man, like I said, it really, just to kind of say it one more time, man, it really depends on the fan or the person. If they're passionate Andre Ward fans, they're not gonna give a shit what he does, you know what I mean? Same with Klitschko or Floyd or Salido. I'm trying to think of, I think Bernard Hopkins, I know he had a reputation as a dirty fighter. That's just what you know, that's just what people cling to, man. They get, you know, they get attached to a fighter emotionally, and they don't give a fuck what they did wrong. They get a W, they just see a W, you know? Like me, like Andre Ward, I thought Kovalev won. I had Kovalev up. I think I gave Andre Ward 4 rounds, being generous. So, you know, and I'm not emotionally attached to Kovalev, honestly. I mean, I like Kovalev as a fighter a lot, but he ain't my favorite fighter. I mean, I enjoy him. He's an exciting guy to watch, but people are they're gonna cling to their fighter, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's racially motivated, whether, you know, that was probably the first fighter that they got put onto. Maybe they like their lifestyle, maybe they like the shit that they say. It's favoritism. It's a passionate, it's like these fans are just like really passionate for the fighter that they favorite, you know, that they favor. They're not gonna see anything that they do wrong. It's as simple as that. But I hope you enjoyed the video, dude. I might have not have answered all of your questions, and I've probably already told you some shit that you already know. So I figured I'd share my thoughts on it with you as well, man. So plus, man, I'm a fan of your channel, so, you know, I'm usually up for, you know, challenges, I guess you could say, or, you know, you tell people to make a video, shit, I'll make a video. So but take it easy, dude. You know, keep it up with the channel, man. Keep making videos. Keep erasing the ignorance out of boxing, you know. Keep showing people boxing for what it really is. You know what I mean? And what really goes down. You're like Rorschach from The Watchmen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look past all the bright lights, and, you know, you see the underbelly of society for what it really is. You know what I mean? Like the boxing society. You know, you understand that bad shit does happen in boxing, like bad shit happens in any other sport or any other whatever. So keep it up, man, and you know, I hope you see the video. Peace out.